Stop talking, give you guys some action. Alright, so we had to change our plans. So what was originally going to be, everything always looks good on paper. I had two of these wheels here from a fiber optics cable, and I was going to strap them to the tree because I wasn't quite sure if this was going to be strong enough, but I knew the whole thing would be strong enough to hold that wheel in place. Then that was a failure. Too floppy, too much of a hazard. So I went to the jack stands with the 4x4s, and wasn't high enough to be able to clear the hump on the rear of the frame. So that was failure. I used to have a whole bunch of center blocks that could have got that much higher, just like I did when I did the Model A, and a set of conference table legs. You ought to go back and watch that video. That was pretty entertaining. So these tractor supply straps, they're plenty strong enough to be able to hold this body. And so now what I have to do is leave this here momentarily. So if it falls, it's not going to slam too hard. Fence pole, that ain't serving no purpose. That's just laying there. But there's no tension on this chain here at all. So she's got all of her slack right here. So this is all going to get pulled to the back of the car to find a spot on the back to connect to. And be expected, because it's going to donkey kick and kick that engine hoist back, because everything's being pulled this way, being lifted up. So once that comes up off of that body mount, there's no bolts holding anything in. So once that back gets picked up, wrecking ball. So that's where I got this strap hanging onto there to keep that strap from coming out and coming off the front of it. If perhaps anything happens, strap snap, I got 4x4s for it to land on. And so I have to keep this frame jacked up for now until it's ready to get pulled out of here, because that piece of metal broke off when I went to step in and it shoved it out the rest of the way. And so that's where we're at. So I'm going to put it on once we reconnect to the back of this car, and we're going to see how it goes picking up the back of it. And by today we should be able to play a round of, hey, guess what this frame is. All right, so not exactly sure how this is going to go, but I had to set it up to where this engine hoist don't tip over. So we got it strapped that way because it seems to want to pull that way. We seem to be a little bit hung on this corner body mount. So let's go for the gold. Or try this at home. You may learn the reason why. There. Well, there just went something. Something flew off. And well, still get all three of her hooks. So it wasn't a hook. Had to been a piece of tree bark or something. But our body is lining up straight. Okay, she's straight as could be. I seriously don't know what that was. These 4x4s are only there for temporary right now until this body is steady. But as you can see, she's all the way through. For some reason, he left behind a piece of wood on the frame. Don't know why that is. So that just put a little bit more tension on there, and now the body is straight. It's just the ground's not straight. Should be able to squeeze my four-wheeler through here. And you guys might remember this four-wheeler. This is the one with the Honda CDI box on a Suzuki Q.U.A.D. I had wired it up. Been running tough ever since. She pulls the crap out of everything I have. Ever since I got rid of the gas lines to the original gas tank and started took an oil container from a Polaris 2-stroke, and now she runs as a gas tank, gravity fed.